Welcome to another episode of Brand Lincoln, where we take a look around the Lincoln, Nebraska area and introduce you to business owners and influential people in the city. We are brought to you by Perch Merch. Perch Merch is a locally owned, custom screen printing and embroidery apparel shop that also specializes in vehicle wraps, decals, and all sorts of promotional products. If your business, school, or team is looking to expand your brand, head to perch-merch.com or call us at 402-217-5212.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Brand Lincoln. I'm your host, Chris Beecham. I'm joined by my co-host, Henry Schmidt.
Hey guys.
And our producer, Joe Cruz.
Hello, Chris. Very excited to be here.
Thanks, Joe. We are joined today in the Perch Merch studio by Liza Mendoza-House of LP Fitness Transformation Center.
Yes. Hello, friends. Hi.
Hi. First off, thank you for coming on. You're one of our first guests, and thank you for believing in us to let us do this.
Absolutely.
You're a big supporter of Perch Merch, and you're definitely one of our favorite clients.
Awesome.
So we just appreciate you being
for sure.
here.
And I'm out here telling everybody about you guys. I just actually put a connect in right before I came here. I was like,
We're meeting on Monday, guys.
they do it all. Yep.
Got it. Perfect.
Yep.
Let's keep doing that.
All about it.
So tell us, what is LP Fitness Transformation Center?
All right. Well, it is the only transformation center here in Lincoln. So I take pride of it because so many reasons. But first of all, we focus on fitness. There's so many people out there that are scared to work out, don't know where to go, don't know where to start. But there's a lot of people that have been working out. They've been doing the thing, they're not seeing results. So we help everybody. The biggest thing about my gym is that we're going to help you do proper form, teach you how to do it correctly. It's not about the heaviest weights in shitty form. It's just not what we do. We have everybody on my team, even my front desk people, are certified. I don't play when it comes to that. So it's all about having the education of being able to help people. Bad knees, bad shoulders. There's so many people that will say, man, I can't work out because I got that bum shoulder. You know what? We will modify. You're good. But the second part of it is that you get nutrition. Everybody who comes to my gym, you get nutrition, meaning we teach you lifestyle. So I used to be 70 pounds heavier. That's why I started all this. I literally built the program that I wish was out there when I was trying to lose weight. But we teach macronutrients, which is lifestyle. I want you to like your food. You shouldn't ever be like, I'm on a diet. I hate my food. Chicken, rice, like boring. I always tell people, if you hate broccoli, don't fucking eat broccoli. You have to enjoy it. It's about sauces, seasonings. But the third part, and probably the most successful part, is you get an accountability coach. What that means, it's a whole different level. We use an app called Boxer. It's walkie-talkie. Every meal, every day, you send me pictures of your food.
Oh.
But it's not to judge you. It's to support you. I'm like, hey, you know what? Because I did so many plans where it's like, hey, see you in 2 weeks. Well, I already messed up by day 3 or even day 2, honestly. But it's like, hey, you forgot your eggs and where's your toast at? Oh, shoot, I'll do it tomorrow. But we do it on that whole other level because I genuinely, you put it all together and the shit works. It's just what it is.
So if I did a cheat meal.
We do it every weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If I did a cheat meal on the day I'm not supposed to do it and I send you a picture, what kind of response am I going to get?
It depends our relationship. If it was you, I would be like, well, I don't know. I don't know how comfortable I'm going to say right now. But no, honestly, so every weekend you get a treat meal. This is real life. Like me and my husband had Mexican and margaritas last weekend. But it's not treat weekend. You know what I'm saying? So many people are like, I'm doing a thing and it's not working. Well, they'll eat like crap all weekend and kind of eat okay during the week or starve themselves because that's usually what people are doing when they think they're eating right. But it's about the education. It's about putting it all together. It's the coolest thing ever, honestly. But I am the only transformation center, and I'm going to put in there that I am the only minority female-owned gym owner in Lincoln, too, so it makes it pretty rad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is it more one-on-one or is it groups? Do you do both?
So my gym's, it's called a boutique gym. So it's all classes. We have 35 classes a week.
Oof.
I am blessed to not have to teach them all anymore because I have an amazing team. But I was a person of 1 to a team of 29 now. But 35 classes, 5:30 in the morning, 9:15, noon, 4:30, 5:45, 7 p.m., Saturday, Sunday. And now we have workouts on the app too. Like we're going to get you to work out somehow. If your kid's sick, guess what? You're rocking the app. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it's not. I always tell people my competition is not big box gyms, because that's your weight room and things. That's not what we are. We're class based. To answer your question.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
Because I see there's a lot of accountability,
Yeah.
and your social media game is on point. It's spectacular. And I knew about you before I knew you.
Right.
Just from people posting their progress pictures and everything, like they're proud of it.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, because like I feel like I assume when you were 70 pounds heavier and you were, losing weight, sometimes it's kind of embarrassing even when you've only lost 20 to post a picture.
Absolutely.
But you got people doing it and being proud of it.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing about that, and I always tell people, this is your journey. You do not have to share pictures. That is not part of this, because some people are like, I don't really know about that. I have a lot of 100 pounders, 50s, like
Holy cow.
that just aren't comfortable. And I'm like, in the very beginning, the meeting we have goal setting meetings. Again, what makes us different, everybody who's thinking about joining my gym, it's not come on in and just sign up. It's like, I need to learn about you. What is the things you've done? What has worked? What are you doing right now? But I will say, this is your journey. I'm going to support you however way you need. So like when you're saying, if you have a cheat meal on the wrong day, when we have a relationship, I build those relationships. Some people I know I can just kind of be an asshole with and joke around. But some people I know I have to it's a very...
Like nurture them, basically?
Absolutely. It's a very emotional, sensitive kind of thing. It is. So...
And I assume you all kind of grow bonds together with all of your clients. It seems like it's a big team atmosphere, which...
It's amazing.
Really attracts me to that.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And the coolest thing is that everybody who works for me has a genuine passion for helping people, and they're empathetic in teaching. I genuinely will say I have zero douchebags at my gym. I really do. I have zero. I don't. It's just how it is.
Well, Joe's not there.
I mean, besides, when Henry steps in the door, like
then
we're
it
great.
shines
Other
right
than
back.
that, like it's normally pretty cool.
Normally, except when I show up once a week.
There's a siren that goes off.
Douchebag.
Everybody runs and hides.
But no, it's a vibe. I say it all the time, but it's a community, but it's also just like-minded people trying to be healthy humans. It's not about, I don't know, people get intimidated going to a gym. It's not the sports bra, weights banging all over kind of vibe. It's just not that.
No, I think that's
I mean, people
awesome.
have sports bras on. Sorry about that. You know what I meant. Like
Oh, yeah.
half naked.
You get a lot more than Joe would be there.
You know what I'm saying?
Just here to drop off some shirts. That's all.
I swear,
Joe's
guys.
now our guy.
Yeah.
They order one shirt. I'll bring it. I got it. It's fine.
One keychain. This is a keychain you forgot.
Yeah, Joe and I are wrestling over a tank top in the back.
Anyway.
They want me to deliver it.
I have a question about, you were talking about screening people, like when you first meet
Yeah.
them, when they want to join your gym. Have you ever had a circumstance where you know right away you do not want this person in your gym?
I just talked about this today at my networking group. I'm at the point in our business that I do get to decide. And I feel like that's why we have such a cool vibe.
So you can shop, you can be picky.
I can honestly, I'd say maybe let's just say 5 times, but there was a gal who came in and, man, I was telling her about the program. She's like, I do it. I do it. And, she had told me she had, some weight goals that she had and high cholesterol, blood pressure. Well, the science is there, homie. You're not doing it, right? There's something you're not doing. But I had asked her, I'm like, okay, well, here's kind of what we do. And she's like, well, I'm not going to do that. So everything, she was just kind of fighting with me. I'm like, I just met you and you are already this. So I am not setting myself up for failure. So I just said to her, I was like, it was awesome meeting you. I'm so proud of everything you're doing, but I just don't think that we're a right fit. But when you get to a stage in your business and you can do that,
That's what you want.
it's a pretty good feeling.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I'm like,
Stress
please, I
relieving.
don't even care.
Yeah.
I'll take the asshole. I don't,
Yeah.
How did they take that, though?
She was fine, but I still left it there. She couldn't talk crap or shit because I was like, I genuinely want the best for you.
Yeah.
So, it's just so many strange people.
Why do you think she approached you or wanted to join the gym?
Honestly, if I would have had more time, because I knew that day I was back to back, I probably could have dug more and kind of found the root. There's more.
But you didn't need to know that. You already knew
Nah,
that
I already
wasn't-
didn't like her vibe. She
Yeah.
just, meh.
You can feel it.
I was kind of over it. So, but
So tell us how we got to where we are. So you said you were out of shape. How long ago are we talking?
I would say it's about 20 years, let's say. That was the start when I was, you know, 70 pounds heavier.
And you decided you needed a change.
Yeah. Well, actually, me and my sister Felicia, we both were like, well, honestly, it was one point. See, I rocked being heavier. I was kind of cool with it. I liked curbs. I'm like, I'm down. Like, it was cool. But one day I went to bend over to tie my shoes, and I like all the blood was, you know, it was rushing, and I just couldn't reach my shoelaces. And I just like epiphany in life. I was like, hold up. I was like, am I overweight? Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know. I have no idea. Of course I was. But at that point, so I had called my sister Felicia, and I was like, hey, let's do the thing. Like, let's have a weight loss challenge, because I'm all about challenges. And she's like, let's go. And so we started the journey. We both joined Weight Watchers. That's how we started. Because I needed somebody to tell me every day you're done eating for the day. Now, it's funny.
And there wasn't a lot of options back then.
Yeah. But here's what's funny, and I love that my story is this story because I've learned from it. But back in the day, Weight Watchers had points. So I know I had 20 points for the day. Cool. But I also knew a Runza was 7 points and a French fry was 6 points. So it left me some change left over. So pretty much I was eating like shit, but not as much. But it's still, I was losing weight.
Yeah, you're in a deficit.
But it was fueling my body with crappy food. Okay. So anyways, long story short, I got about 40, 50 off. And then I was like, hold up. Like, I need to start working out. I don't want to not have muscle mass and that kind of thing. So I guess this is just about, you know, and then honestly, Runza was, I need to be sponsored by Runza, because when I tell that story, hashtag I love Runza, hashtag LP Fitness. Runza, if you're out there, hit me up. But I say the story all the time, but it's true. But that was kind of like that part of it. And then it goes on to the whole journey of the next part of my life with LP Fitness and how that started. If you want me to go into it now.
I do. I want to know. I want to know how we started this.
So that was huge, obviously, for me. And then at this time, my aunt, she was going to a boot camp. And she's like, Liza, she's like, there's this boot camp. It was over in Fallbrook when nothing was in Fallbrook. It was some studio over there that a guy was subleasing. So we go there, go to boot camp. There's like 8 people there. I'm like, okay. So mind you, rewind a little bit. I was working out a little bit, but I hated going to the gym. Don't look at me. I don't know what I'm doing. That kind of vibe. I was always athletic, but I just didn't know that thing. But so I started going to this boot camp, and I ended up not realizing how much I love to be told what to do. Like, I don't know what, just tell me what to do. And it's a bunch of shit that you wouldn't do in the gym by yourself. So I was like, oh, gosh, I really like this. And the next thing you know, I'm like encouraging other people. There's only 8 of us. I'm like, yeah. So we started doing this for like a month and a half or 2. Well, then the gentleman that owned it asked me, he's like, hey, have you ever thought about being a coach? Now, mind you, in my brain, I was like, hold up, you know, me, like the big girl, this don't make sense. But I'm very thankful for that, honestly, that he saw something in me that I didn't see. So I apprenticed. I was underneath him. We did all the things. He taught me pretty much a lot of everything that I know. And I'm very thankful for that part. But what happened is that he ended up opening a gym here in Lincoln. So I went there with him. I taught there for 5 years, which was great. So let's just say that. Let's just fast forward over that part a little bit.
That's fine.
And then, so I ended up leaving just because of life, right?
Yeah.
So left. I had a friend who messaged me. She's like, you can't be leaving. What are you doing? And I was like, yeah, I just got to call it good. But I left, and he ended up, or no, not he, but someone ended up sending me a message on Facebook. They were like, hey, you should have a boot camp in the park. I was like, all right. So I put on Facebook, boot camp, Holmes Lake, $10, bring yoga mat, bring all your stuff. And I had 20 people show up.
Holy
Nice.
cow.
So
this
I
was day one?
Yeah, it was just one post. And so then I always tell people, like, the math right there. I was making $15 an hour, and, you know, I just made that. And I was like, okay. But this was in September of 2014, 10 years. Well, whatever. But so I just kept doing it, right? Every Sunday. But then September, Lincoln, weather's changing. I was like, shit, what am I going to do? So then by this time, I'm like, well, let me just kind of search around. Well, I ended up finding a gym that I could sublease for at 7:30 at night. So who the hell wants to work out at 7:30 at night? Not that many people. But now I had 4 walls, you know, and of course, you know,
So it was already a gym?
Yeah. It was, gosh, I don't even know what it was called, Body Innovations or something. It was just like a little gym.
But they closed and then they let you have it once they were closed?
Yeah. Like, why not? It's empty. It's empty, 7:30 at night. So I think I paid like $50. It was just nothing really. But then I started growing it. And then she let me have a weekend spot. So I had 2 classes now I was able to have. So then they ended up closing. Then another place I was able to find, don't even remember the name of the gym anymore. It's a little boutique gym again. So then I really start building. I was there for a little bit, but at this time now I have punch cards. You pay me $99 up front. You get 10 classes. I owed people something, right? So I'm just building this gym. And then what had happened at this point is they ended up closing too. So I was like, shoot, they gave me a week. They were like, all right, you have a week. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I owe people money, all the things. So what we did from there is my friend ended up messaging me. He's like, hey, there's a spot over here on 66 and Cotner, that old man barbershop there. I don't know if you guys know where it's at, on 66 and Cotner. And then there's a vape shop right in the corner.
Oh, it's got the barbershop pole right outside.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking. It was horrible parking. It was horrible everything. It was, but it was 4 walls. It was 1,200 square feet. When it rained inside, it rained outside. It was a shithole. But it was this place. So now, mind you, I'm working at State Farm this whole time.
Okay, I was I was wondering.
Yeah, you have to have another job.
Absolutely, the whole time. So this was never going to be a real life full time thing. So then I end up doing that for about 2 years, and then kind of just really started hating my job a lot more. And I think that just really started to push me. Like, what am I going to do? So I always tell the story, but I don't know if it was like a mental breakdown or epiphany in life or what it was. But on a random Tuesday at lunchtime, I was like, I'm going to fucking quit my job. And so I text my husband. I was like, hey, you cool if I quit my job? He was like, I was like, if I'm going to do LP Fitness, I need to do it now. Because people were asking for like 5:30 in the morning and just stuff I couldn't do.
Have you always been calling your classes LP Fitness from the beginning, or?
Yeah, it was LP Fitness, but then I rebranded to LP Fitness Transformation Center.
Sure.
But he was like, let's go. And I never went back from lunch that day.
There was no
just like
2-week
that.
notice.
Nah.
Husband said yes, he's all for it. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
It was 23 years, but and then the way I grew up, like State Farm's a great job, great company, all the things you retire there.
Yeah,
that's
my
what
dad
you do.
did.
That's what you do.
Yeah,
pension, 401, nice paycheck. I was
big
making
family. They keep you together
Yes.
there. Yep.
So man, that was the scariest thing I've had ever done in my life. I promise. But it was also like the most freeing thing too, right? Like if it doesn't scare you, like let's go. So at that point, it's crazy how this all works, the timeline. So at this point, quit that. I'm like, shit, all right, here, personal trainer has no idea how to run a business. So then I'm like, oh shit, where do I even start? So then oddly enough, in my email, I got an email from a company called Gym Launch. And it said, hey, we want to do a podcast on you about your gym. And I was like, oh, me? Like, how did they hear about me in Lincoln, Nebraska? Well, now, obviously, the best marketing ever. Good job, Gym Launch. So I had this podcast with them. Cool. Just asked about all the things.
Where were they out of?
They are, I think they're housed out of Texas, I believe. My coach is in, I'll tell you about them in a minute, but I think it's Texas. It is Texas.
Wow.
So anyways, do this podcast. Oh, by the way, guess what we do? We're business coaches for gyms. Holy shit. And so I was like, so they told me everything that they would do. Teach me all the things, sales, lead nurture, like how to do your numbers, how to hire, how to fire, it is crazy. So they wanted 20 G's for it. I have no job. I have nothing. So then I'm like, so I knocked on the door of my rich aunt. I'm like, is there any way I just quit my job? But I promise you this is going to work. Can I get 20 G's? And I tell people that was the best damn thing. Again, my husband was kind of like, are you sure? And if I probably, with quitting my job and the gym, like the coaching, if I would have asked too many people, I would have had too many people in my head. And they would have been like, no, that's not smart. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't. But now let's fast forward 2 years
I still currently have my coach, and my gym just blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because now I'm educated on how to run a gym, not just be an amazing personal trainer. And so there's so much that's happened since then. So every
Way
year,
to go, Auntie.
Oh, I know, totally. Like, very thankful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I now know who to go to for a business idea.
oh, seriously. Well, I mean, she had the funds for it, but I mean, seriously, how smart of them to do that email for the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I would have never heard of them. I didn't even know that there was coaching out there for.
Yeah.
You know,
not just business
for your
coaching,
niche.
but specific, to a gym.
So yeah,
Which, no,
it's been
that's great.
insane.
Good for
Insane.
you.
Do they have any of those for shirt and sign shops?
I know.
Yeah.
Honestly, but they're, believe it or not,
Wait.
for
Am I not good enough? Wow.
yeah. So huge. You know what it comes to now is a lot of it is, man. In the beginning, I would tell you I have no idea what I'm doing, but now, man, I know my shit. I know how to run a business, and every year there's a thing called Gym Con. I just got back. I was able to take my 4 managers with me to Florida, VIP. We went, and it's 2 days of just learning and conference, and it's the best thing ever. Well, we ended up going there this last year, and I ended up winning a Gym Lord award. Like a whole thing for being, because I execute. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it. For being one of their most profitable gyms in a short amount of time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like you were saying, you named multiple gyms that went out of business.
Yeah.
I owned a big box gym at one point in time.
Yeah.
It's no longer. It is not an easy thing. I
People
know
don't
that from
get it.
personal
Yeah.
experience, but you are doing everything right.
It's a lot. There's a lot of people. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
the coaching, I'll take it, implement it, but I have the best team.
You really do.
I can't-
They're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Lindsay and Felicia are spectacular.
Yeah. So yeah, there's just I'm just very thankful for all that, and then I still have my business coach. People are like, well, you don't need him anymore. Yeah, I do. Everybody needs a coach.
Yeah.
You never be too humble to think that you don't need to be taught something. Like, I'll tell everybody, and that's why that's the next phase of my life.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about, becoming a business coach, because
Yeah.
you obviously know your way around a business. Why not teach others and help
Yeah.
others? I totally understand that.
Yeah, super excited about that. I obviously want to help people, so I can help you with nutrition and fitness, and now let me help you. And I truly believe it's all put together. Like, I am a better business owner because I fuel my body with good food, because I work out. The other part, my gym focuses on mental health. So anxiety, depression, sleep. Like, I'm a better wife, business owner, everything because of all of those things.
So this is kind of a good question. Then we move into our oh shit moments,
Yeah.
right? So let's start with the good, since we're talking about how much it's just grown.
Yeah.
So what was like your first, oh shit, this is going to work? Like, we're doing it.
You know,
moment.
I'll tell you, when they had told us that we needed to start charging for what's called a 6-week challenge. Well, what I have always thought in sales is, like, you can't sell with your pocket, right? I'm like, nobody's going to pay $6.99 for this. You don't know people's money. So when me and Felicia just started this, and they're teaching us all these things, gym launches,
Yeah.
how to sell it, what it is, adding the value, how to, just everything. I'd never sold anything in my life. People just came to my classes. But and this was when, so I signed with Gym Launch at my 66 and Cotner location. So we're doing meetings, and the oh shit was when somebody actually bought it. Oh my God. And Felicia runs over to me and bought one. Like, somebody actually paid. Actually, it was $5.99 then.
So $600 for a 6-week course.
Yeah. Somebody actually, and she's like, they bought it. And we're like, because usually you're waiting for them to, an objective to get
Yeah.
ready
Yeah.
to give them. Well, you just said this, and this, you need this for, you're ready. And they're like, okay. You're like, oh, okay. And then you like get yourself, you're like, oh shit.
We got one.
But that happened in the beginning. I'm like, this is actually working.
So how many people signed up for that first one?
I think at that time it was like 20. So I was moving
Holy
and
cow.
grooving.
How many people made it the whole 6 weeks?
My conversion rate. So there's a conversion plan after.
Okay.
So after 6 weeks, you're not leaving. Oh no.
Got it.
Oh, like this. There's. I have.
You're stuck.
If you're paying that much money, you're going to take it seriously.
Well, in 6 weeks, your life has changed fast.
That's the idea.
You're
Yeah.
not at your goal, but you feel better. Again, all these things that we have implemented. The plan is there is my retention and my churn is amazing. Like, there's when they get close to being at the 6 weeks, we're having a meeting at 4 weeks, seeing how you're doing. I always know how they're doing. The biggest part, what people don't do is doing the boring work, is what they call it. I make sure the retention is that amazing because they're going to hear from me. So on Wednesdays of every week, I run a report called Client at Risk Report. If you have not been in my gym for 1 week, you're going to hear from me personally.
Oh.
Hey, how are you doing? But I don't ever want them to feel like shit. But, is there anything I can help with? And do you know that right there? Just to feel cared about. And I will tell people, I don't want your money. I genuinely don't. I don't want your money if you don't come to my gym and see results. Like, I really
which
don't.
Most gym owners, that's the perfect
the whole
member.
point.
The one who pays every month
Yeah.
doesn't show up.
Well, that's the business plan for a Big Box
Yeah.
gym. I mean, I won't say which ones, but
They're purple.
yeah, I mean, facts. Their business plan is to sell for thousands and nobody show up because they can't house those people. And their business plan is set up to have Pizza Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I promise you ain't going to have Pizza Wednesdays at my gym.
You can have burpee Fridays, but
We're
no
going to have
pizza
burpees
Wednesdays.
every day.
You had salsa on
We do have salsa.
the other day when we were there.
Oh, dance classes?
My, that's how you.
Damn it, Joe.
No, we don't have. We don't
That's
teach
so
dance class. We don't teach dance class at the gym. My
Maybe
mom
that's
makes
an
salsa.
add-on later.
I'm not teaching it, but my mom makes salsa, so he'll bring it in. We have salsa Saturdays, and he sells out every Saturday.
I believe it's spectacular.
It's my family used to have a restaurant, so they're like, yeah. So
Sounds like you might need some more decals for those.
I know.
Yeah.
Actually, they already came to you, I think. Yeah, Madres, they did. So yeah, but no, it's a family thing.
So was there a time, though, that you were like, oh, shit, this may not work. I may have to go back to another job.
There's not a one thing, but there was that might be an every other day thing.
Oh, totally understand
You know what I'm saying?
that as a business. Yes, I do.
Like, people
I
don't
quit
get
every
that.
other week.
I tell you, if you would ask my husband, he'll tell you, like, I'm like, the gym's going to close. It's just, it's
Yeah.
that dramatic because when you have a shitty sale week for us, or, we came back from GymCon on a high. Oh my gosh, we're implementing all this shit. I came back to 8 people canceling. My feelings were so hurt, first of
Yeah.
all. But 2, I was like, wait
We just
a minute.
won an award. How can you cancel?
Who? What? Do you know who we are? But no, but he knows, my husband now knows that, he jokes with me like, yesterday was a great day. He's like, so the gym's not closing today? Shut up. You know what? Just shut up.
I totally get those.
That was a
conversations.
Monday thing.
Yep.
But it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur. It's tough. Like you got to ride the waves, and some can't make it through the bad, and so man, it's just been a journey for sure.
Those gyms that you were subleasing from, did they ever try to get you on full time to maybe save their gym as their?
At that time, I wasn't anything. I was chump change to them. So
Yeah.
they were bigger than me because I was just doing a side thing. I was working at State Farm.
Gotcha.
So no, but I did think for 2 seconds. I'm like, you know what? Why don't I make a program for all these gyms around me? Because I know, they're not my competition, but I can so help so many gyms around here.
Sure.
I really could. But somebody said, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe do other places. But anyway, so yeah, it's crazy.
So who is a client that sticks out to you the most that you were so proud of, like a child winning the Super Bowl type thing that you still
Yeah.
just look at and be like, I helped do that.
I'm telling you, there's so many. Like, I'm
you
not
said
kidding
there's
you.
ones with over 100 pounds
Oh yeah.
lost.
Oh
That's
yeah. So I have
crazy.
yes, there's multiple. I seriously, I literally will walk in my gym and I will see a room of 40 people and I'll look out there and be like, oh my gosh, she had, and I don't even know how I remember this shit because I can't remember if you tell me your name 2 seconds ago. But like I'll look out in the room and I'm like, oh my gosh, she had social anxiety, hated gyms. Used to have high cholesterol. Like I can like pinpoint and tell you 2 bad knees, but still come to the gym. This person, it just, everybody has a story. So, I mean, it sounds cheesy, but I swear to you, there's so many of them. And yes, I have aha. I walk in there like, but right now I think the biggest aha is that my gym runs without me.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a whole nother world when you get to that point.
it's insane.
Yeah.
It was me. It was me out of my Honda in Holmes Lake. And this is our 10 year right now. But it's 10 year of, all the things. Some people are like, Lobi Fitness just started, 2 years ago. You don't even know.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know the times at Holmes Lake on a Saturday.
Or just me working like so much, But
Well, yeah, that's the thing with, it's 7 days a week.
yeah.
Are you open 7 days a week?
Yeah.
And you have 35 classes in those
Yeah.
7 days.
And I have 29 staff.
Oh.
And, yeah. So
And now you just started you took over the building area
offices next
to you.
door,
Yeah.
so
that's more for one-on-one coaching.
oh my gosh, it is the best thing ever. So
And you sell food there, right?
no,
It's
no
just
food.
a big
No.
refrigerator.
It used to be Jenny Craig.
Okay, that
you know
makes
how many
sense.
people are trying to like?
I don't see why not.
I don't. Anyways, yeah.
Does
I
it
don't,
Talk
work?
about that. We'll
I
figure
don't
that
think
out
it works. But my dad was first like, oh my god, my salsa can be there. I'm like, yes, Dad.
later. Or that. There you go. Just
Put
make
all
a
your
little
salsa
place.
there.
Yeah.
A perfect dad answer.
I know. He's like, oh my god. But no, we would. Oh man, this is crazy because so there's the gym. We're at East Park Plaza, 66 and 0. There's the gym, and then there's this little tunnel, and right next to it, it used to be Jenny Craig. So first of all, at my gym, that's where we would have all the meetings. So 3,000 square feet gym, dressing rooms, whatever, bathroom. It's pretty. I mean, it's a good size for what we do. But there was no office space. Me and my sister shared a room in the back. Oh my gosh, this has been it's small enough, but at that time, this is where we worked. If we had a goal setting meeting, that's where it was. So you got kicked out. If we had a nutrition meeting, so it was by the half hour or hour. We were not able to utilize our time at all. 2, I had to like listen to my sister chew and breathe and like sneeze, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
So then, anyways, next door opened up, and I was like, oh my gosh. So it used to be Jenny Craig. There's 6 offices. So now me and my sister both have an office. We have 4 community rooms, so I can have 4 goal setting meetings going now at one time, or let's say 2, 1 nutrition. We don't fight over the room, but the vibe over there. So it's called Transformation Headquarters. So when I grow to have my other locations, headquarters will always still be there. That's where nutrition. It's calm. So my gym is graffiti, music, loud. It's big boombox.
It's got a vibe.
It's a
Just like
vibe.
you said, yeah.
It's everything I wanted. But next door is gray, plants, modern. Like I had somebody decorate it completely because I don't know how to do that shit.
Somebody painted it pretty professionally.
Yeah,
They did a decent
I
job.
mean, you guys did really good and quick. Like super big shout outs to you guys because
I've been told I'm quick.
yes,
Yeah.
you guys came. Oh, okay, I don't know where we're going with that, but quick painting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, my guys, I don't. You
I
don't
mean,
want
I
me painting
appreciated
it.
that. So I was in Florida, I think.
Yeah, I think you were in the.
Yeah, we were at GymCon,
Yeah.
and I came back to it. I was like, this is great. But yeah, so anyways, it's quiet, it's calm, so we can have those intimate conversations, and it's not Snoop Dogg playing in the back and people's, throwing weights around and stuff. So, game
But do you
changer.
miss Jenny Craig being there? That's kind of a perfect little.
I mean,
like
honestly,
I'm gonna walk by this gym where everybody's in shape.
I would walk by.
And-
Well, me and Felicia went in there and gave her our cards. We're like, you know what? Let's be friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody can win.
They probably were like, nope.
They were like, no,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yep.
I was like, give me my cards back at least. Jeez.
Who won now?
I know, I'm like, where'd you go? No, but so it just all worked out. Yeah.
So you did say something interesting there.
Hmm.
You said for other locations.
Yeah.
So you have a plan. You're gonna keep going with this, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to have 3 here in Lincoln.
Oh,
Yep. So
nice.
we're doing South and then Fallbrook. But not yet. I am.
oh, okay.
I am. Well, I have a realtor out, like doing the things, looking.
My wife's opening up another blown in Fallbrook, so I'm out there right now
Oh.
working on it. It's a great.
Yeah.
It's so come along.
It's so
great
cool out there.
Yeah,
It really
it's got
is.
a
It's a
vibe too
vibe.
that you would fit right in with.
But a lot of times they don't let two fitness things, and I think someone out there is already in fitness in that place right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I actually went and looked at it.
What's the address? We'll take care of them.
Yeah, I'll hit you that. I'll slide you. But
So you couldn't have like another hair salon then? They kind of
So
blacklist
you-
similar things?
yeah, I didn't even know about all this. So at East Park, do you know that they had all the tenants had to give permission for me to come in there?
Yeah,
I didn't
we
know
had to
that
do
was a thing.
Really?
Yep.
And we waited on one place. The reason it took forever for me to get in there, one place was just effing around. I'm like,
It was
It
Firehouse
wasn't, it
Subs,
wasn't
wasn't
Jenny
it?
Craig.
no. It was probably them. But yeah, but anyways, I have a realtor out looking right now, but I'm not. Let's just say I'm at capacity with my current gym, but it's not
gonna be
uncomfortable.
Right time, right place.
Exactly, because right now I need a place with at least 80 spots.
Parking spots.
Yes.
Yep.
And so everywhere that I've looked,
Holy moly.
there are all tons of people are sending my way. There's tons of cute little places, 3,000 square feet, but there's no parking. And you don't want us to come and take all your parking for all the businesses either.
Yeah, you
And
don't
I-
make friends very easily that way.
Yeah,
Well, you just started a jogging club. You can
I know.
have them park
I
at
know.
a park.
Sure. I seriously could.
Park. Everybody's got to jog. Winter, summer, it doesn't matter.
So I need
Just part
somebody
of the
to
deal.
throw 4 walls on a piece of land out that way, and let's go. Bathroom.
More so the concrete in the parking lot.
Yeah, you just make it happen, and I'll be your friend, and we'll do the thing.
Okay. I feel like Joe's probably more.
Joe, come on, Joe.
Joe's in
Help
the,
a sister out.
All
Let's
right,
go.
I'll go through my Rolodex and see what I can do.
his podcast came out today, and he named it Lincoln Legend. Joe Cruz.
They don't have to know that I named it that.
They do now.
Do you have a timeline in mind? Like, what's your ideal time for opening your third gym?
My second and third. So second, I would say I'd be okay with the end of this year. I'm not in a rush. I'm not, and I've learned that to be patient. I'm not patient, but I'm learning to be patient because it honestly does scare me. Because there's a lot of places that will get a second or third location and the quality goes away, and I will not, and I repeat, will not let that happen to my baby. But I will say I'm very proud that everything with my business has processes. We have SOP, standard operating procedures. We have a SOP for the SOP.
Ooh.
Like, I don't play. So that if, my front desk, gal, she's been out. Someone had to take over. Here you go. So, like I said, it's going to be a McDonald's minus the shitty food. Anywhere you go, you're going to get the same service, the same vibe, the same everything. So that, it's always scary. But the fact that I have that set up before, no way in hell. But now you got to find more coaches and...
Then I won't have an excuse, because right now my excuse for not going to
Too
USC,
far.
Yeah, you're like an hour away from my house.
Oh,
but
my God, you're so dramatic.
I'm just trying to maintain
is-
my dad bod.
I'm
Yes.
on, I'm on Chris's side here. That's really far away.
I mean, what are you know, Henry's doing Ironmans, and we just watch him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be a good fit because every other picture I'd be sending you of my food would be a Casey's Pizza.
I know. That's conflict of interest.
It's probably in your Casey's
Don't
contract.
know if we want to do that. I don't know if we'll get results that you want, but
But that's probably what
Yeah.
I need is the accountability of the.
It
'cause
is.
I work out every day, but I love me some food.
Well,
And I
and-
love me a cheat weekend.
right. Well, and that's the thing. The biggest thing that I love teaching people is that you are going to eat a shit ton of food. People think less, and it's not. So many people come to me and they're on a damn diet, and I hate that word anyways. But you're not going to eat less. You're eating more, but just not crappy food. Like my meal prep, I just had steak, potatoes, and salad for my lunch. But like it's just having it ready. Sriracha, hot sauce. You have to. It's clean. That's it. It's not. If you are a human that is drinking a shake for a meal, that is no. If you're eating a shitty processed bar, you have great intentions. I get it. That's a no. It's just about eating clean.
So
but
you don't encourage any sort of processed foods, like processed protein bars?
No, it's trash.
What do you think about, this might make the cut, but it might not. What do you think about like zero sugar alternatives?
I'm going to be real on that one. You know what? If you're eating fucking McDonald's and you worry about artificial sugar, fuck off.
That's fair. No, I want to know.
Like, it's not that. You going to put all that stuff, but I get it. There's cancer and da-da-da. Yes, you have shits in that fast food that you're eating. there's a lot of people like that. They'll eat like crap and drink alcohol and be all the things, but they're worried about artificial sugars.
But hey, I'm drinking Coke Zero Sugar instead of
Facts.
regular
So
Coke.
to each
Of
their
a number
own.
2 large size with
Yeah.
a Diet
And
Coke.
that's what I tell people. I'm like, I eat clean probably 95% of my life. So if I want some damn artificial sugar or in my coffee for sugar free, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But it's teach your own. I will literally say, doesn't work for you? Cool. My plan is not set up for you to have to do anything. There's no have to's. I'm here to support you. You know what? I'm not giving up my Mountain Dew every day. Oh, cool. Let's not do it. Can we not have 10? Okay, let's do 1. Because your body will love you for having 1 instead of 10. Very much about baby steps. Nor do you start the plan and here we go, 3 meals, 2 snacks. No, because there's some people who haven't eaten breakfast for 15 years.
Yeah.
They're going to get sick.
No, I like that. So it's an easy. So yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
Your advice to somebody who's listening and says, "Okay, I want to do it, but I'm scared to just make that dramatic
Yes.
of a change." It's baby steps. You're not going to come. You're not going to come at me day one
No.
and take
Honestly.
away all my fun things.
Nope. You're going to figure out we're just going to try to have less. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you accept me
Yeah.
after my interview.
I mean, I
It's
don't know.
it's fully customizable though. Every single person is
100%.
different.
And that's why we have the goal setting meetings. And that's why we're different. I will continue to say we're the only transformation center. Nobody does this. People want to hand off this nutrition thing and be like, here you go.
Here's your pamphlet.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that shit happened to me. Well, I already messed up like by Tuesday of that first. You know what I'm saying? I've said that before, but it's the accountability. Man, that's where it's at. And it's someone to ask questions. Hey, you know what? What about this? Or I'm dying for something sweet. I got you. Like, or if you're ready just to like say, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. Sometimes you just need to be talked to.
And you said your conversion rate for success was high, but there's obviously ones that just say
Yeah.
any good bad stories.
The
that-
hardest, like the
like
hardest.
they put a bad review because they didn't lose weight, and then
Yeah.
you're like, okay, thanks.
But so by the time that they get to that point, they have already expressed and told me, like they know they're not doing it, because the science is there. It really is, and it's
Yeah.
not about even if you just started your journey and you did 50%, you're going to see success. You are, you know what I'm saying? So, there's a couple people, right now I could think of that are currently, I'm doing everything right and and all that. I'm like, no, you're not. But it's hard for me to be like, you're really not, like you're lying to me, but I can't say that.
Yeah,
So
but you
I'll
can
dig.
go through their pictures
I'll
of their
dig.
food.
Yep. And I'll dig and be like, or there gets a point in the plan where you start logging on MyFitnessPal so that I can look at your macros, because the ending result is to be your macros good, right? But it's
yeah.
so
Sorry, what's a macro? Is
so
that macro and cheese?
it's
or?
Yes, I like
macaroni and cheese actually. It's
Processed sugar.
it's
or
yeah,
non-zero, whatever it's supposed
it's
to.
a
we're not
bucket of
supposed to have.
sugar. It's macronutrients, which is protein, carbs, fat, and veggies. That's it. So we teach 40% protein, 30% carbs, 30% fat. Carbs are good for you, just not 80% of your day.
Okay.
So people are like, oh, I'm doing the no carb, just vegetables, shake diet, starve yourself, can't eat after 3. You don't got to do that. But if you want to, go ahead. Or I have the people that are doing, and I'm not going to name it what it is, the new fad diet of 1,000 calories a day, which those people I talk to all the time, literally starving themselves. And on the plan, they're told not to work out.
Oh,
If you ever tell
yeah,
somebody
that-
not to work for your heart health or muscle mass, like, girl, bye. I will, those people, so what happens, you starve yourself,
then
fine.
you get hangry.
Facts. Well, you have no energy. The girl I talked to, literally, she was like, it is hard for me to lift up my hand. Like she looked depleted. She had bags. I felt horrible. I was like, oh my God, let me help you. Let me
Yeah.
help you. But there's those people that are doing those things, lost the weight, but they'll gain it times 3. That's what I see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it. That's the ketos. That's the all the people, the fasting. That's all of those people.
The shake diets,
Yes.
the cleanses.
Yes. And so, but I always say, teach your own. I'm not here to judge you, because I did all the weird shit when I was trying to lose weight because I didn't know what to do either. And I think that's another part of why this is so successful, because we live it, we do it.
Yeah. And you're setting yourself up for long-term success, not
I
just
don't,
short-term.
I don't want you to say it's just working right now or it worked for 6 weeks. No,
Yeah.
this is lifestyle.
Just for the summer bod and then
No.
go back.
You said you have a good number of 50, 75, 100-pound losers.
Huh?
losers,
Like the biggest
winners.
loser.
Yeah.
Like the biggest loser.
They're winners and losers of pounds.
Yeah.
What do those 100-pound people? Do they stick around?
Oh yeah, they're lifers.
They're there for good.
Because
They
it's the
probably
same.
become like part of the staff, kind of. Basically, they're basically teaching the
right.
class as well.
Well, I do have people that have had the great success. One of my coaches, Melissa, she's lost 70 pounds, and she's now a coach. So that's such a cool story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Kind of like your story.
But that's why we have an event every year. We're having it coming up here in August. But that's where, I'll tell my story. And then I have 7 other members that will tell their stories, because the coolest thing, it's called LP Celebrates You. I have it every year. But the coolest thing about that is you might be working out next to somebody. You have no idea. They've lost 50 pounds. Or this person is here because they need to gain weight because they used to be anorexic. Like everybody, you have no idea. It's the coolest thing ever. Everybody has a different why. We talk about whys all the time. The more in tuned you are with the why you are, the more connected to anything, you set out to do. And it's so true. That's why I ask. Our nutrition as well is not here at the paper. It's a slideshow of well thought out things. Like we talk about mental health all the time at my gym too. That's another part of it. And you got to know your why. It's and we also ask them, this 6 weeks, let's try not to talk negative about ourselves. And they're like, all right.
I love that.
Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, everything that I wanted that I didn't have, that's how we made this program.
What's that Saturday Night Live character that looks in the mirror? I
You
feel
got
like
me.
you would know. I'm looking at you.
No, I
Joe,
don't.
'cause,
I don't know.
Jack, I'm good enough. I'm smart enough.
We have.
Gosh darn it,
Yeah.
people like me.
Yeah, actually, I know what you're talking about, but I don't. I know what you're talking about.
Kind
but I
of the
don't.
same
Yeah.
idea,
But it's
like-
true.
Yeah.
The craziest thing is, so we have workshops as well quarterly, and my sister, Sabrina Mendoza, she came out and she's a therapist. She comes out and talks about the correlation of nutrition and mental health. And one of the things that always stuck with me is that, how we have all these wires in our brain, right? That it takes 7,000 times of you saying the one good thing about you for it to rewire the one wire or whatever. 7,000 times.
Oh.
I am cool. I am cool. Or I am funny. I am whatever.
Well,
but
that's what I do every day when I wake
duh.
up.
I mean, I looked at you because I thought you were like.
does it for the first 2
I feel
hours
like
he's
I feel
here.
like you do this too. Like, shoot.
a whole lot of
Like,
finger
phew, I
guns.
feel like
Yeah.
that's a you thing. Yeah. So
Buffalo Bill finger guns.
I feel like that's it.
Oh,
It's a
boy.
vibe I'm getting from you. But
Well, thank you.
What's a Liza cheat meal look like?
margaritas. I'm a margarita person. Mexican margaritas. I don't know what else. I love me some. We just had. Well, it's not even cheap really. We had JTK last weekend.
What is JT?
It's
that's
down
I
in
haven't
the.
been there
Restaurant,
since like
yeah.
high school.
It is
high school, like
it is so
homecoming.
good. It's in the
The
Train station
Train
down
station.
in the Haymarket.
My husband had his birthday. We had a little birthday thing for him, and oh my gosh, if it was good. But it was steak, potato, all that. I'm like that kind of.
Still
vibe.
real food.
Yeah, but it was just full of a bunch of like butter and raw and all the things.
Yeah.
But
I mean, no, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
no, yes.
I got to get it in my head.
yeah, but I am an espresso martini vibe kind of girl. So as if I need caffeine, but
Does your husband eat the same? Like, is he very healthy? Or, because my wife was vegan for a while.
nah.
I was going through drive-throughs on the way home and
My
then pretending
husband.
I got caught.
So here's the thing about my husband. So he's very. First of all, he hates anything green. We fight all the time.
I like him already.
Oh my gosh. So here's the difference though. So he works out every single day at work. So
Okay.
he is pretty ripped. He has no choice because I told him if his biceps go away, like we're done.
I understand.
Like
yeah.
it's just what it is.
Good ultimatum.
Either-
I mean,
yeah.
I don't play. When it
I
comes
feel
to
like we should be
biceps.
posting a picture of him right now.
Yeah. All I
Hey,
picture is a very-
Chris, when you're editing this, throw a picture of Liza's husband
everybody
shirtless.
knows. Jeez, okay.
But he, so if
Joe.
you look at him, it looks like he would eat clean, and he doesn't.
Got
And
it.
we fight all the time about it, and I'm like, and we have a 7-year-old daughter, and so she's really good about eating good. But so to answer that, no, he's like crap. I ain't even gonna lie.
Got it.
But somehow it looks like he doesn't.
That's yeah.
very
they're-
annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those people with that still have metabolism.
Yeah, it's just like weird.
So do you guys eat dinner together? You eat the same foods?
No, I meal prep. My family doesn't care what I eat as long as we're eating together. But depending on my hours and things, sometimes I'm not even there. So That's why I always tell everybody, they're like, I'm not making 2 meals for my family. Well, you know what? You're making your food on Sunday and your meal prep. So you're just going to sit there and they don't give a shit if you're eating something different than there and you're good. So get that out of your head. Next. What's the next thing you got?
Yeah, next objection. I'm tired all the time.
Yep. Let's eat good food. Keep going. I'm ready. I got all these things.
I can't sleep very well.
Because you're not fueling your body with good food. You're not working out your bottle, your muscle mass. You got to lose body fat. There's so much.
My shoulder hurts all the time.
You're just not going to use it. We are big on modifying, like 100%, though. If you have pain in your something, you're not going to use it. It's not that, got to get through this. Oh, you need to probably use your arm that day or in your life. That's my big one with people. I'm like, don't use it then.
I have a very busy schedule. I don't hardly have time to work out.
Busy is my favorite. It really is. I literally schedule my workouts for me to go next door to get it in. I have to. That's how I also schedule my food. I have 3 meals, 2 snacks. I have alarms on my phone because I get to work and I forget. And I've worked my ass off to build this muscle mass. And that's why you need to fuel your body to continue. But yeah, I schedule mine. I really do. And I always tell people it's doctor's appointments. You don't cancel your doctor's appointments, or you try not to. You got to make it a priority. But I'm never here to force it. If you smoke, you're not going to stop smoking because I said stop smoking. Well, no shit. Same thing.
So, can you walk me through if I walk into the gym and I say, all right, I'm ready to start my transformation?
Let's do this.
What are the steps that I would be taking?
Meaning,
Well,
like,
first,
this is our.
You have to buy a shirt from their
Absolutely.
online store from Perch.
Yeah.
What if I just I come with my own shirt ready to
that's
go?
that's not part of the deal.
See ya.
You can't even get in the front door,
Okay, I'll buy the shirt.
Shirt done.
which is an awesome logo. It's got you on
Yeah.
the logo.
Yes.
I like your logo.
Thank you. Well, have you already purchased, or is this our first meeting?
This is our first meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, come on in.
Okay.
So I have a little sheet that you're going to fill out.
Okay.
You know what? If there's no meetings going on, I'll have you just take a seat at the couch. Probably have some like slow R&B jams playing. Make that kind of romantic, and then no, just play it.
I like it.
Wait a minute, this turned the wrong way. I'm
Get
sorry.
me ready in the mood. All
Snoop
right.
Dogg, it's slow R&B.
R&B jams, love baby making music, and over here is hip hop, hardcore. No, the reason I say that because I have Google playing all the time, and it's on chill R&B. And the other day, somebody came in and it was knocking the boots. I was like, shit.
Oh boy.
I was like.
Have a seat.
I was like, so let me turn this down. Anyways, you just sit down and say, you know what? Can you go ahead and fill out this sheet for me? It's just about 6 questions, just generic kind of. Tell me about yourself and how bad do you want it? The last question, 1 to 10. Are you ready to make this change? It's worded way better than that. So then I'll give them a second, but I'm going to tell you something cool. So in my 4 community rooms, it is set up very strategic. Again, these are all things that I've learned. Every single goal setting room has a book of transformation pictures. It has a book of all my 5-star Google reviews. And on the wall, there's pictures of before and afters as well. So on purpose, we have you wait about 1.5 minutes, 2, so you open those books.
So you look around.
Yeah. So strategic. So perfect. And then I'll come in. You'll have the book open. You're like, oh my God, all these people doing it. I need to do it.
So they cross out their 5 and change it to a 10?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they could, honestly. But so everything in my gym, even my gym is strategic. There's a rhyme or reason for everything when you walk into. But anyways, so then you would sit down, you'd fill that out. And then I would sit down and talk to you. And I'd be like, all right, so talk to me. Normally my first question is, so do you work out right now?
No.
Perfect. And honestly, but that's the answer I want. That's the answer I want. I'll say, perfect. You are my favorite person because I want to help you and teach you. And depending on kind of what your sheet said, I'll just quickly glance it and I'll say, you know, maybe you've never worked out in your life. And then I will say, you know what? I love teaching people how to work out. We do because we are about form. I want you to feel safe and confident on doing a deadlift. Baby Arnold. You'd be like, what the hell is that? We're going to show you. So it's right away already being able to coach you and tell you I'm going to help you. So I'm already trying to build this. I'm going to make you feel safe in my gym. And then I talk about the classes, and then I talk about you don't have to think. You're going to come in here because, you know, have you ever went to the gym? Well, usually people
You already
say,
said no.
okay, but usually behind it, there's probably at one point in your life that you walked into a
class.
gym to jazzercise, and you were like,
Yeah.
I have the wrong outfit on.
Or salsa class.
Yeah.
That was in a gym.
But so we kind of just walk through that. I piece it up, and then we start talking about nutrition. What have you done? What's worked? And then on there, you'll have what your goal is. kind of thing. There's a lot more to it, but just for time's
Sure.
sake. But I will ask you, what's your goal? And I was like, it doesn't have to be a number because I'm a very body positive gym. I'm very big on that, actually. I just want you to be able to feel great.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Is that, hey, I can wear anything in my closet, not change 200 times? Perfect. But we'll just talk about that a little bit and what your goal is. And I will absolutely tell you because I mean it. Anybody, it doesn't matter if it's 5 pounds, 10 pounds, gain muscle, just need to eat better because I feel like shit, or 100 pounds. Like, we really absolutely can change your life. And the reason that I get to do this, the thing that is awesome is that I get to do this and literally help people's whole life.
Well, it's very rewarding.
Oh my
I
gosh.
assume. Yeah.
Well, like you said, look around and be like, oh my gosh, my team was able to help.
And it's you're helping with their health.
But
Like,
yeah, but I also
mental
see the
health.
difference of you when you walk into the gym day 3 or even next week, and now your shoulders are back a little bit more. And now you're feeling a little more gangster. You're like, okay.
Got a little swag.
You know, and it reflects, again, I said, back to like your home life. If you have a person, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have better relationships because how you feel.
Sure.
It's crazy.
So
And
you
better-
get everybody amped up, and then I'm like, I want to go. I want to go.
And I
So
tell
I
them,
start
yep.
going to class the next day. No, just kidding.
Yeah, well, it depends. So there's 2 ways. So first of all, I'm very big on baby steps.
Okay.
So we just signed for 6-week nutrition. All right, here's what's going to happen. Your coach, they're going to text you today. You're going to set up a 1-hour meeting. This is baby steps. So what's going to happen at that 1-hour meeting, they're going to go over everything. You're going to do an in-body scan that's going to test your muscle mass and body fat. I already talked about that meeting we had. And we're going to take pictures for you to keep. You don't have to share them. And at that point, we always start on a Monday. So, you know, say it's Thursday. All right, you're going to have your meeting. We're not starting tomorrow. You got to get your life ready. What do I have at home? Let me look at this folder that you gave me. Let me marinate it. We don't set you up for failure. It's setting you up for success. We would always start on a Monday. But if you want to start coming to class right away, absolutely. So,
But a newbie, and if I came in on that first Monday, like, is there like a newbie section?
Nope.
Like, okay.
because
Just
every
follow
class
us.
is levels.
Let's go.
Every class is levels.
Oh, okay.
Every class. I'm saying, so I have people who, you know, some people are running, some people are walking on the treadmill, some people are doing everybody, like burpees. You're not going to go batshit crazy and do burpees. If you can, cool. Otherwise, you're going to be doing it off a bench. Push-ups, you're going to do all 4, or maybe your butt will be down a little bit. Like everything. So you're a room full of a bunch of people doing whatever the hell
I
they can.
promise my butt would be down.
Yes.
Big time.
So it is, that's what people love, is when they look around, they're like, oh shit. And I also tell people, you're never going to be the new person in class, like, what's going on? That doesn't exist either. It's not like, when everybody's done, we'll go to the next thing. Oh, hey, new person, it's 20 minutes and you're not done.
Yeah.
That's not set up like that. Everything is strategic, from the shit that I hated that I used to see at gyms. That will not happen in my gym. We have a 2-step rule. 2 steps within you coming into the gym, you will be called out and you will be approached and taken care of, either by your name or if you're new, hey, come on in. Now, there's science behind it, anywhere you go. But if you get approached or talked to or anything like that, it decreases your anxiety by 20%. So that, I get the feedback all the time. People are like, oh my God, they knew my name. How'd they know my name? Or, hey, they acknowledged me and like took me, hey, let's go. Let's get you checked in right now. Let's put your stuff at the cubbies. Like everything. I'm telling you, it's not an option to not be overly helped.
Even though I don't work out there, I just drop off shirts. People still turn and look at me when
Yeah.
I walk in the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can speak to that.
They're like, that's a shirt guy.
Yeah, I'm the shirt guy.
Harry.
Hello.
Harry the shirt guy. You need a Harry the shirt guy.
Should get a shirt that says that.
We should. That'd be awesome.
Can make you one.
Now I need to find someone to design it. Joe?
Come on, Joe.
I can help.
So is it all circuit training? What does a
No.
workout look like at LP Fitness?
So I have ADD. Weird.
Shocker.
Don't bore me. I hate don't bore me. So we have boot camps, box jumps, battle ropes, plyometric, weightlifting. Every single class is different. It'll never be the same. But then we have kickboxing, which is fun. Kickboxing boot camp. Same thing. Whatever we make up. I teach their own. I am not a fan of Monday is leg day, Tuesday is tricep day. Because if I hate leg day, I am not showing up on Monday. So you have no idea what you're about to get into. The other part of it is we have a class that's called total body toning. You work every muscle in your body to failure, but it is light weights for 6 minutes, each muscle group. So I'm not just going to say my men, but majority of my men are humbled because you can't do your 8-rep curl weight. It's 5 minutes of something. So it's going to catch up with you.
So you're doing hammer curls for 5 minutes
No,
straight?
it's a bunch of different bicep moves, not all the same.
Okay.
For 5 minutes. And then we go triceps, we go back chest. Yeah, all of them. People love that one, and that's the one I always tell my new people because you stay in one spot, and it's kind of, let me check the vibe. And then we have butt and gut. Of course, people like core, your quads, hams, all lower half. And then we have yoga that I don't teach because, again, I'm crazy and not calm. But it's just stretching yoga. It's not your workout yoga. But I will tell you something funny. That is the only class I can't teach. And Tanya, she was running late it was a while back. She was running late. I just got done teaching my class. And I was like, okay, let's be calm, Liza. So then, they turn the lights off. They're changing the room around. People are coming in. There's like 16, 17 people already there. There's still 10 minutes. I think we have 36 or 7 people signed up.
It's a full house.
Yeah. So then I start like, okay. So then I was like, all right, friends, we are going to start. So I start doing this like what is supposed to be a yoga calm. And I was like, I don't even know if I should do it. But I was like, this is going to be great. They're like, stop it. My staff is like, stop it. They're like, it's not porno yoga. It's not your sex. I was like, oh my God. So then I was like, all right, guys, sorry.
Call now at 1-900.
That was like, oh, wrong breathing. My bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I was like, luckily she came and go, here, Tanya, I'm done. I can't even do it. I can't even mess around.
Well, they won't ever ask you to try to do it again.
Facts.
So
Like,
it's one way to get out of things.
it would be the most intense yoga ever. What are you guys doing? Come on.
A lot more guys signed up for next week's class.
It's dark in there, and
new-
there's this girl just talks.
That'd be horrible.
So where can people find you on all your social media stuff?
Man, I'm everywhere. I'm on
Yeah, you are.
Facebook, Instagram. Honestly, I never used to be until my coach forced me to do all that.
Yep.
I did not put my big face on there at all, but now there's so much to it. You have to have a presence. Do you know that I will find that's why I love helping people now. You are irrelevant if your Instagram and your socials aren't updated.
I just got Instagram yesterday.
Good job. But you know what though? I get it. So like in our age, right? Facebook is still where it's at.
Yeah.
Instagram
so I thought
is everybody
until I start
else.
talking to these youngins.
And then I'm not there with the TikTok yet. I mean, I watch it to watch like weird stuff.
Yeah,
but
cat videos.
I have a profile, but I'm not great. But so yeah, I mean, I get I don't know 5, 6. I mean, it's not anybody else. This is not good, but like 5,000 to 6,000 per video usually, like views.
That's awesome.
But like in real life, for like cool people,
Like
it's like
humans?
a lot more. Yeah,
Oh,
like not. Anyways,
like
so,
Joe here?
Yeah, like Joe. Yeah, but Joe has 2 likes every post.
Mom and dad.
Mom and dad. Yeah, he said that's on Facebook.
I'm going to
is
delete
what he
that
said.
one. I
Yeah.
didn't get enough likes.
Mom didn't like my photo.
Come on. Oh yeah, I can always count on a good
Yeah.
my family but the thing is there's the rhyme or reason. There's so much behind it. We can talk about it sometime. I love it.
Yeah, I would like to sit down and talk about that sometime.
But yeah, they can find me all there.
Yeah. So any other news or anything or?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because when you become an entrepreneur and you kind of got it good and down, then you just want to do 70,000 more things.
Yeah.
Like where does that come from? I never even thought. I'm like, what? My one gym, that's it? And
Yeah. You have like a little bit of downtime. You're like, I'm just going to start another business or a
I know.
podcast or something.
I mean,
That's what I
love
do.
it,
I just
though.
keep doing
love
stuff
it.
like that.
It's just fun though. Yeah, it's super fun. But now, like I said, my next journey in life is to be a business coach and help other entrepreneurs. I kind of talked about it, but I'm in the middle of making a fitness workout planner. I'm on the final. Actually, I have a meeting Friday. We've been going back for about 3 months on that. It's going to be a physical one, and then I am going to work on the app. So
I assume there's a lot that goes into something.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
a lot more than I thought, honestly. But it's I have a great team helping on that, and it's funny because that was one of those happened that I have to. When I lay down to go to bed, obviously I have 5,000 million things going in my head. It's just what it is. My husband's like, just close your eyes and go to sleep. Oh, okay.
It doesn't
what I
work
do.
like that for us. No.
It works really well.
I need the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, it doesn't. So at that time, I'll like roll over and write my notes because all the shit. Well, at that point, I don't know, was it 4 months ago? I was like, I need to do a fitness planner. What am I doing? And so at that time, I rolled over, wrote all these things I was thinking, I right away made, I contacted 15 people to be part of my advisory board. I set up a meeting for that Friday. And then on that, I ordered $250 worth of different planners and fitness planners. All within like 15 minutes, I just started this thing. And then on that Friday, had a first meeting. Here, guys, what do you like, what you don't like? Or which are you currently using and you like?
Yeah, you're doing
It's
research
so
instead
funny.
of just, I'm just going to
all
do it.
in it. By the time I told Corey, like, how was your day so far? I was like, oh, yeah, I started this thing last night.
and he's like, okay.
What the hell? I don't know. Sometimes you got to, I'm an executor. I told you. Might bite me in the butt at some point, but we'll see.
Well, maybe we'll have you on again in the future, and you can talk about your business coaching and how well the app is doing at that point.
And the other locations.
And locations and, Vegas and
what other
Missouri,
awards?
Colorado.
What other awards you've won?
Oh, yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Craziness. No, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
No, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, it's fun talking to you guys.
All right. Thank you, everybody.